Ooh, that is hot. Hey, it's Scott from San Marcos Makes. Welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna take the Alabama firecracker, or just the firecracker, the spicy cracker recipe, but take it up to a different level. A lot of people have done this firecracker cracker recipe, so I wanted to take it to a new spot. I am a huge fan of Nashville hot chicken, and I love these spicy crackers. So why not combine the two? We're gonna take the seasoning of a Nashville hot chicken, that cayenne pepper, and put it in a cracker. This one is as easy as it gets and packs a huge amount of flavor. Let's see how we do it. So real quick, I definitely want to talk about the seasoning. This seasoning can be made ahead of time. It can be used to season anything you want. So you can make this just for this recipe, or it's a good standalone recipe if you want that cayenne pepper, brown sugary, wonderful seasoning that you can put on anything. So we're gonna add all these ingredients together before we mix it with the oil and before we mix it with the cracker. So you're gonna need a bowl, and then the ingredients are pretty simple. You need cayenne pepper, quite a bit, good quality cayenne. You need garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt, a little bit of brown sugar. That's all you're gonna need for this recipe. So to make the Nashville hot chicken seasoning, you're gonna add quite a bit of cayenne. This is 2 tablespoons of cayenne. We're also gonna add a teaspoon of paprika. We are gonna add a tablespoon of brown sugar. We are gonna add a teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder. And then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt and about half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And then you are just going to mix this up. This is gonna be your seasoning. Let's talk about heat level. Now this one, the 2-to-1, so you're always, if you wanna make this much bigger, it's a 2-to-1 from cayenne to brown sugar. If you don't want it as hot, go 1-to-1. If you want it a little more hotter, just keep adding more cayenne to this mixture. Since I do like mine pretty hot, but since I've never done this on a cracker, I'm experimenting with my heat level. So I'm gonna go 2-to-1. Our next step is the oil of this. Now, many options on this. You're wanting to use a pretty neutral oil. It is perfectly fine to use olive, canola, vegetable. All of these are gonna work. If you use olive oil, this is where you can get the cheap stuff. Truly cheap stuff. It's not even extra virgin. It's just olive oil. It is not gonna matter for this recipe. If we're making this with regular saltine crackers, 2 sleeves for a half cup of oil. For a full box of saltines, we're gonna use 1 whole cup. For this recipe, I'm gonna use 2 sleeves because I'm gonna be doing a couple other things with the other sleeves. So I'm gonna go half a cup with 2 sleeves. We wanna pour this directly into our seasoning. Half a cup. Then we wanna mix this together. It is gonna be pretty sludgy, but that's exactly what we're looking for. So the way we're gonna store them and make them is this gallon Ziploc bags. I like to give, right before I put the mixture in, I give it one good little quick stir. And then you're gonna pour this directly in. Try to get all of that seasoning in there. Then you're going to zip this thing up. You do not want none of this coming out. And you're gonna lay it down. And for the next few minutes, you're just going to lightly toss this. for about a minute or two. Just slowly toss it. Be gentle. The crackers can still be very delicate, but flip it around for the next few minutes. Just turn. We're trying to get every cracker coated throughout the entire cracker. This is not going to happen in a few minutes, that every cracker is coated. So just take your time. Every direction you want to flip it over. If you see like right here, but right here I can tell a lot of these don't have any seasoning. Don't worry about those. Just keep folding them. If you feel like a bunch of them are sticking together, you can kind of lay them flat. But we're just gonna keep moving these around. So for the next 4, 6 overnight hours, every time I walk into the kitchen, I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll even do that. But that's all there is to it. There is no baking to this recipe. There's no oven being turned on, nothing. But remember, make it a house rule. Just like when you're making spaghetti. Someone walks into the kitchen, you gotta stir it. We're making these, every time someone's in the kitchen, you flip the bag. How easy is that? After about an hour or two, feel free to start trying it. And those first few hours, it's not gonna be soaked into those crackers. It's gonna continue getting better. So let's roll that clock and we'll come back and try these out. So turning every 30 minutes or so for about 6 to 8 hours, kind of the finished product. So these are the saltines. These are the oyster crackers. We're gonna be trying both. You can really see how much seasoning got on there. But let's see, does it taste like the Nashville hot chicken? There is no doubt it's like I'm eating the crust off Nashville hot chicken. It's both really spicy with the cayenne, but still sweet. It's really good. This is a much better version of the Firecracker cracker. Also want to show, remember, had this from the short, ooh, that's getting hot. Is the oyster crackers. So we'll try a couple of these, really good for a handful snack. The oyster cracker is great for the on-the-go snack. The oyster crackers did seem to get a little more covered, so probably the right amount of oil. If I do this again, I might bring my oil up by 1/4 of a cup, so maybe 3/4 of a cup for every 2 sleeves. Ooh, that is hot. I hope you enjoyed this video and my take on the Nashville chicken cracker. Please always remember, beans never go in chili. Okra should never be in gumbo, but it is perfectly fine to put pineapple on pizza.